Hi guys, it's Jen from Jam Packed Planner. I'm here today to show you the 2023 She's in Her Apron. This is the weekly annual planner. You can see it is pretty hefty. This is a weighty book, but it has everything I want to see at a glance, all in one book. The She's in Her Apron planner is made by Kimmy Hughes. She is from the YouTube channel She's in Her Apron. Kimmy's big thing is progress over perfection, which I love that. And she has been very vocal about her struggles with anxiety and ADHD. And so she's created this planner that helps her with that. And honestly, if I was to create my own planner, it would look very similar to this and contain a lot of the same things. So I think I just need a little more structure in my life. So I'm moving full-time to She's in Her Apron. I'm converting over. I'm making the switch. So I had a little decal and I kind of personalized my book already. Because it's fun. Why not? So we're going to get started here and open this up. First thing on the inside is we have a year at a glance 2024. You can do your pre-planning. You can mark down when your big bills are coming out or when your paychecks are coming in for the year so you can see them all. When maybe your license plate sticker, it needs to be renewed or something that only comes up every now and again. You can always take a highlighter and mark it. You can mark down if you have shared custody of children. You can always track that too, so you can see it all at once. Whatever you need to see a whole year for, you can do it here. What I really like is that she has it in here for 2025, not only the year at a glance 2025, like we have for 2024, 2025 plus a plan ahead thing. Let's say you have an amazing vacation coming up in June of 2025, or somebody's getting married in 2025. You can put all your future dates in here, transfer them to your 2025 planner when you get it. Which is crazy to talk about 2025, you guys, because it is December of 2023 right now. But we all know how fast the time moves. So this is definitely something that's going to be beneficial to me. Not that I take very many vacations, but this is really good to have. We have birthday and anniversary pages. You can write down everything for each month. I have been using a perpetual calendar from Erin Condren. That's been working for me, but it'll be really nice just to see it all at once and not have to turn pages and not have to find that other book. So I do really like this. I'm trying to get better about sending out cards for birthdays. I have really dropped the ball, and I want, everybody loves getting mail, and I'm kind of a crummy relative and friend because I don't send birthday cards like I should be doing. So that will help me. The next page is all about zone cleaning. I don't do zone cleaning. I'm admittedly not very familiar with it. I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. But zone cleaning was a system that, this particular zone system was inspired by the Fly Lady, but the Fly Lady at flylady.net, she has created this system. You can go to her website, check out her videos of how she does it. Again, it's not my thing, but what I really, really like about this, even though I'm not doing zones, what I really like is kind of this little checklist, like, oh, don't forget to wipe off your light switches. For the love, how often do we forget to wipe off our light switches? So, I mean, little stuff like that I think is still going to help me, even though I don't use this particular system. This checklist is going to help, I think. Then we have home and car maintenance pages. I really, really need to be better about my car maintenance. My husband will tell you I need to be better about my car maintenance. He can probably list off 700 reasons why I'm terrible at car maintenance. So this checklist, I plan to impress him this year and have my act together and be like, I already did it. I checked it off. But she has these into spring, summer, fall, and winter with your outside things, your inside things, and then your car/other. So those are super helpful things to kind of have all in one space. Check them off. You know you did it. Master freezer inventory. I kind of did a little pen test here with my Uniball Signo. It worked just fine. I don't normally use this big master freezer inventory list because I don't have like gigantic deep freezers. I know Kimmy does. She's very good with that kind of thing. I only have 2 small freezers, so I don't really need this. But this is definitely good to have if you have like a bigger chest freezer or something, then you can see what you've got in there. I know I've heard of people kind of losing their chicken nuggets in the deep freezer because they forgot that they existed. So this kind of helps you use up what you have instead of letting food go to waste and or, you know, spending more money on the same product when you had it at home the whole time. Then you have some notes pages here. Nice to have for whatever you want to do. I have already started stickering my planner because I wanted to see how it was going to go. The stickers I use are from Chrissy Ann Designs, but we will talk more about those in just a minute. I'm going to skip ahead to March. I'm going to show you, because I already stickered January. I'll show you that in a minute. But I want to show you March for a reason, because Kimmy has added, for the major kind of more American/religious holidays, she has added some special pages in the back of those months. Easter is in March in 2024. So I wanted to show you this. And she also has party planning pages for Thanksgiving, which is in November, and Christmas, which is in December. But we're going to start here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So here's your March monthly spread. You have a box up here to do whatever you want to do with it. You can put a quote for the month or a big goal, something, whatever makes you happy. You can put it up here. We have 3 shaded boxes up here. Maybe there are 3 things you want to accomplish, or there's 3 things you need to remember, or you want to write people's birthdays, or whatever you want to do. You can put those here. And then there's another big shaded box here. And then you've got this awesome checklist that runs down the side. You can check off when things are done. You know, hey, in March, I know I have to, I don't know, I have to get my oil changed in March, whatever. You can write it down here, check it off when it's done. You're done, you're good. What I really, really like, one of my favorite features of this planner, is the second monthly spread. So on this one, they start on Mondays, goes through your Sunday. This is a nice place to track maybe your meals for the month, or maybe your bills that are coming out. Maybe you're tracking when your kids have events, or anything you wouldn't necessarily put on this bigger calendar. Maybe it's your work schedule. Maybe it's your spouse's work schedule. You can put it all right here. And then you have a couple of blank boxes to do whatever you want with them. And you have 2 shaded areas down here, so you can also do whatever you want with it. So she's left this really wide open to be able to customize it however it works for you. Then you have a budget page, which is, I need to be better about budgeting. I know that's like a goal. One of my big goals for 2024 is to get my act together and be a grown up and do my budget. So in here, she's got plenty of space for your income. So you'll write down where it came from, how much you planned for, how much you actually made. Same with savings and rainy day, what you're saving for, how much you're planning to save, how much you actually put away, other expenses, your fixed expenses. Your fixed expenses are not going to change. Your fixed expenses are your rent payment, your car payment, monthly subscriptions, because those costs don't change. So those go under your fixed. Your other are just going to be, oh, I had to pay an extra $30 for my kids' school pictures, whatever. That's going to go in there. You have a debt payoff thing. You can write down your credit cards or your loans that you have, how much you plan on spending on those, paying off, and how much you actually paid off. And you have a really nice little monthly summary down here. Income, savings, rainy day, fixed expenses, discretionary expenses. Yeah, because I need more stickers. And then your debt payoff. So you can kind of see at a glance where your money went. Speaking from personal experience, it's like, oh my God, I just got paid. Where did all my money go? Well, we'll see it right here, right? And then you have this page over here with these boxes. They're shaded. You can customize these however you want. Again, Kimmy is great about adding these checklists. So putting down, maybe you're writing down the dates that you're paying stuff, the dates things are due. You can check off when you've paid them, or that they're auto drafting out. You can do it like auto drafts are here. Physical checks, who writes those anymore? But however you want to do it. You can kind of just do it however makes you happy. Now we have the shop your shelves. Keep in mind, this is all like before we get into your weeks. There's a lot in this book, but the great thing is it's all in one book, so you don't have to keep going back and forth. So you've got freezer inventory, fridge inventory, pantry inventory, and freezer meals. I love pre-planning my meals. I absolutely love making freezer meals, so I always have something available to just pop in the oven. So I don't really have to put a whole lot of thought into what the heck am I making for dinner. So you can mark down, you can make a system of what you have available and unavailable, how you're going to mark that for yourself, however your brain likes it. And what I really like, there are columns for expiration dates, which is awesome, because how many times do you have like a jar of something that, you bought it because it looked good or something, and you kind of forget that it's in there, and then, oh shoot, the expiration date has come and gone. So at least on here, you can write down, hi puppy, you can write down your expiration dates so that you're not wasting food. Meal planning and meal ideas. I don't pre-plan my breakfasts and lunches usually ever. Sometimes on the weekends I do. Usually I do not. But if you're into that sort of thing, this is like your free area. You can, I want to make this, and this week for dinner. What do I need? What do I have? What do I need? What you need can go right on your shopping list. So Kimmy has made this shopping list here. If you can kind of see, there's a little scissors at the bottom. It's meant to be cut and brought with you to the grocery store. So you can just, after you write your list, there's a back to the list as well. You have plenty of room to write everything you need. And you just take that with you to go so you can make the meals you've planned out on the same page. And then you got notes. You got like a page and a half-ish, 3/4 of a page. Master to-do lists. This is a lot of space. I have a lot to do, but I don't have this much to do. But this is good space to have. You can maybe free think and plan some other things out. Again, with the checklists, Kimmy is amazing about adding checklists in each box. I love checklists. It helps me feel like I have my act together. Because when I check it off, I'm like, oh, look, I did something today. Now we get into our weeks. Puppy. I'm sorry, you guys. We have an 8-month-old puppy, and he's a little upset that I'm not paying attention just to him right now. So here's your columns for your week. They're very lightly, I don't know if you can see, but they're very, very lightly lined. There we go. So, because for me, I like a little bit of a line. I can write straight. So you've got a section for morning routine, evening routine. I'm going to be honest, I am going to cover those boxes with stickers because I don't keep a morning routine and a night routine. I fly by the seat of my pants, but I do know I have personal things to do, like, girl, wash your face. So I probably will use this for my personal checklist. There's not a whole lot that I need to be reminded to do. But like washing my face and making sure I don't go to bed with makeup on, that's one of them. Or like, reading. I like to try and read a book. I try to read every day. So, stuff like that. Or exercising. Hey, my watch says I want to exercise, whatever you want. And then instead of evening routine, I will probably do things I need to do around the house. Change the sheets, dust, whatever for that week. And then I can at least see that I did it that week. I'm not super big on like, you must do the laundry on Tuesday. I'm not that hyper focused. But just to see that it was done, that's helpful to me. Over here we have to-dos and brain dump. This is nice. What do I have to do this week? I need to go to the post office this week. I need to drop books off at the library this week. Whatever you need to do here. And again, you have this beautiful checklist along the side. Okay, I did it. I went to the post office, whatever. It's here. We have a little thing for expenses. And this is great because this is your weekly expenses. Where did your money go? Your total. But then you can take this information and pop it right back over, if I can find it, pop it right back over to your budget page. Now you're starting to make a comprehensive view of where your dollars went. And over here, I really love the menu at a glance for the week. Again, I love meal planning. You have 2 spaces here. These are free spaces to do what you want. Quote for the week, Bible verse, whatever makes you happy. I like to track the weather. My friend and I were talking about, because I was thinking of using it here, but after talking with her, I think I might incorporate them into the columns somehow. But I like to track the weather because it actually helps me meal plan. If it's going to be cold and rainy, maybe I'm going to make pot roast or soup, or, something comforty. So it kind of translates into that a little bit. Excuse me. So wash, rinse, and repeat. That's every week. You get that same spread. And you're going to find the method that works for you. So this is what I wanted to show you. At the end of March, at the end of November, and at the end of December, she has these party planning pages, which are tremendous. So this is an Easter party planning countdown. What to do 3 to 4 weeks before, what to do 2 weeks before, 1 week before, week of, day before, day of, and a little don't forget. So if there's something you really want to do, you want to make sure, I don't know if it's on here. Oh, gather tablecloths if need. You want to make sure you wash the I don't know, I don't know, whatever you do. Iron the napkins. Put it down here, and then you still have it on your party planning page. To-do list. I am a huge, again, I'm just ad nauseum. I'm a huge checklist person. So this is helpful just to write down what I need to do for this particular holiday, because it's right here. It's all in one space. I don't have a million pieces of paper flying around. I don't have 100 Post-its. It's just right here. So that is going to be really, really helpful. Then you have your dinner planning, your Easter dinner planning with your appetizers, your main, your vegetables, your sides, desserts, and drinks. You have a little grocery list just for your holiday. Because we all know, we buy things just, like at Thanksgiving. The only time you buy canned pumpkin is for making pumpkin pie. So you put your specialty kind of things over here because you're not necessarily going to have it like in your pantry waiting for you. But you can also write, you know, okay, we're making ravioli. I do have a jar of sauce. I can put it here. And I do have ravioli noodles, or, you know, with the pasta. I can put that here and check it off. I already have it. It just helps, you know, immerse these two in one another to make it kind of seamless for yourself. Assignments. This is super helpful if you have people bringing to contribute to your meal. How many people can bring appetizers, what they're bringing, who's bringing it. I don't necessarily care about the recipe source, but you might. I mean, maybe you have people who have allergies. Maybe you have people with a gluten sensitivity. So they may want to know where the recipes came from. So I could see that being helpful in that instance. But, you know, main dishes, side dishes, desserts, who's bringing what. Because sometimes when you have a lot of people bringing stuff, that does get lost in translation. You know, I thought you were bringing, you know, chips and dip. Well, I brought, you know, apple pie instead. So this will help you kind of keep it together. A cooking schedule, which I could have really used on Thanksgiving. Let me tell you that. What the dish is, the week of, day before, day of. Oh, it's if you're doing it the week of, the day before, or the day of. So you can help organize your thoughts on this. Cooking method: are you baking it? Are you grilling it? Are you air frying it? Is it a no bake thing? You can put that here. Which dish you're using, which is, oh my gosh, that's so helpful. Because I only have so many casserole dishes and platters. So this will help kind of organize that. The day before Thanksgiving this year, I had all of my serving dishes and baking dishes and things lined up on the counter, you know, and I put like little Post-its on them, what was going in what. This is going to be a nicer way to do that. And then how long it takes to prep, how long it takes to cook, and what's the cooking temperature. So you can kind of make your oven schedule based on, okay, this needs to go in at 350. Well, so does this one, and they both need 35 minutes, whatever. You got it right there. And then this is where you get down to your nitty gritty. The day before and the day of, bam, 6 a.m. we got to make this. I personally am doing nothing at 6 a.m. any given day. But if that's your jam, that's your jam. You can write down all your stuff here. And then you have some notes pages at the end to kind of free flow of thought. You have 4 boxes at the very end of each month that allows you to make your little checklists for whatever you would like. So yeah, so every month is the same except for those 3 months have the extra pages in them. Yeah, so for November, here's all your Thanksgiving planning countdown. And then December, as you can expect, this one's a little bit more because she has Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in here, which is great because we celebrate both. When I was growing up, it was my dad's family Christmas Eve, my mom's family Christmas Day. Now that we're older, my parents don't live in the state, but my husband's do. And then we have our kids on alternating schedules, so we're always doing something for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, because we always have somebody. So again, with your meal planning, your grocery list, your cooking schedule and assignments, and then we got Christmas Day. So you have a little bit more for December just because she included it as 2 holidays for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. At the end here, we have notes pages. There are a hefty amount of notes pages. I love this. I'm going to be making a reading tracker because I like to track how much I've read during the year. So I'm going to kind of get creative with these. at the very end, you have a little pocket folder guy and a clear plastic pouch, which this is great for holding your stickers or your receipts or whatever you need to keep together so that you can document it in your book. So I'm going to flip back and I'm going to show you, I kind of played around with some of my Chrissy Ann Design stickers. I get the Celebrations collection every year, but I'm always a year behind because I started a year behind. So I'm actually using, right now for 2023, I'm using the 2022 collection. In 2024, I'll be using the 2023 collection. And then I got these other little things. I like making a memories page for every month. And I think I'm going to do it on these patterned pages in the middle because they just, it's a nice backdrop for little pictures. For my pictures, oops, I print everything on my little Canon Ivy little printer. But I like to just kind of put a few highlights because I do keep my planners and I do look back. And sometimes it's kind of bittersweet to see, you know, you kind of see what you did. So here's the Celebrations collection for 2023. Yes, I had to look at my binder here. I wanted to put like the cute holidays in. I put a little January sticker in here. January is National Hobby Month and National Mentoring Month. I want to make these boxes a home focus. So things I need to get accomplished, like clean the linen closet out, donate clothes to charity, whatever I want to do that month in my home. I'll just pick like a top 3 for the month just to help me stay on track of like, hey, you got to clean out the shed. Clean out the shed. You know, not in January, of course, because I don't want to freeze out there, but and then I think, and these are all little stickers I got from Chrissy Ann Designs. Special days, you know, so-and-so's birthday, so-and-so's anniversary, like just a little place to write that down. So yeah, so just, and I already have a few things scheduled. We're in December now, so I do have things on the books for that. You know, for these fun holidays, spaghetti day, we're having spaghetti for dinner because it's spaghetti day, hot tea day. We are going to have some tea. So, my personal favorite, Cheese Lovers Day. We are totally celebrating that. So, and then she's got her other holidays, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That's, you know, first of all, it's a very important holiday. But second of all, you know, the kids are off school. So it just kind of helps you remember like, oh, there's this going on. And I added these little strips for when we have, custody days of my husband's daughter. So putting those in there kind of helps me like, okay, we don't want to make plans that she can't, that are just adults only. You know, she's 11 and, you know, not everything is for 11-year-olds. So, you know, we try to do like, you know, stuff that maybe is a little more adult centered, you know, and stuff when she's not here and more family friendly stuff when she is here. So that's kind of how I use that. And this I haven't quite decided because now I have budget pages. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this yet. But it's going to be good. Maybe this is my book tracker. Maybe I write down the title and how long I spent reading it. But I'll figure it out. So that is it at a glance. That is the She's in Her Apron annual weekly planner. Kimmy also has another incarnation of this planner. I believe it's a quarterly weekly planner. So all you're going to get in your quarterly is like January, February, March, and then April, May, June. Like you have like 4 different books. And they're divided up. if you are a little, I'm sorry, the dog is having a ball over here. If you don't want to have like this gigantic book, which I like gigantic book, but if you are not a gigantic book person, splitting it into the 4 might be the better option for you. So yeah, that is that. If you want to see more, go check out Kimmy's YouTube channel. She's in her apron. She also has a website. She shares recipes. If you're looking for stickers, I highly recommend Chrissy and Designs. They are very low profile stickers. They don't add a lot of bulk to your planner because they're very thin. They're repositionable. They're super cute. Oh, I did want to tell you one other thing. If you like your Erin Condren snap-in accessories, guess what? These guys snap in, no problem. All of your snap-in accessories are going to work just fine in this. So that's definitely something you can see too. Where's the little guy? I have like an A5 sitting around here, and I have some snap-in sticky notes. So if you've already got a whole bunch of stuff, boom, it works perfectly in here. Same with your Erin Condren rulers. Everything works in here. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. This was my first video. I know it's not super technical. It will probably be unedited because I don't know how to do that. But if there's anything I missed, anything you want to see further, any questions you have, you know, definitely feel free to reach out. I do want to bring up the paper. It's very nice paper. It's very smooth paper. See, this is something all of the professional planner people do, and I failed you right off the bat. So it's not as toothy as Erin Condren paper. It's not as thick as well, I don't know if thick's the word to use. It's not as bulky feeling, which I do love Erin Condren's paper. And that was the reason I kind of switched back to Erin Condren, but I just wasn't finding the functionality that I have here. So that's why I'm making the switch over. So I am going to miss the toothy paper because I do like a good grippy paper, but it's very smooth. It doesn't really have much of a bleed. Let's test. I mean, I already made like that X in the other part, but where was that one? Yeah, like, because I'm never going to use, probably never going to use this page here. So I can do, this is the Uniball Signo. Pen test. There is no, very little, if any, shadowing on that. With a ballpoint pen, you are going to have probably zero problem. Let's do ballpoint. Yep, there's like no shadowing going on. So I wouldn't use like, you know, I wouldn't use like a Sharpie in here or anything, but for your regular pens, you're going to be just fine. Okay, I think that's it now. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Reach out to Kimmy at She's in Her Apron. And if you need stickers, go see Chrissy and Designs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon.